Hey guys, so today I wanted to share a bit of a different video with you all. I do share some home stuff on this account, but most of my kind of home updates, purchases, etc. tend to be over on Instagram. So today I thought I would do a antiques haul of things that I bought, and please note this is things I bought over the past probably 2 months, really since shops opened again after lockdown. Antique centres and like antique shops were one of the first places that I went back to because I didn't necessarily feel that comfortable going into like shopping centres or busy places, but antique centres, especially early doors, early opening, tend to be very, very quiet, and so they were definitely like the first trips out I made after lockdown. So I have bought a fair amount of little antiques bits and bobs over the past few months, and I thought I would show them to you in this video. Now it's going to be a little bit different because a lot of them are quite big to the point where I can't really pick them up and show you on camera, so I'm going to do it like vlog style and walk you around where they are in the house. Some of them haven't found homes yet, or like permanent homes, so I would love your feedback on that. And in case you're wondering where I got these from, all of these pieces are from my favourite antique centre, which is called the Old Flight House. That's what it's called, not the Old Flight House, which is near Bicester in Oxfordshire. So it's actually not very close to me, but it's definitely my favourite place to go. There's loads of different individual kind of units with different sellers, and I discovered it actually probably maybe like 6 years ago now, through a friend of my mum's, and we love going there together, and there's a really nice coffee shop. So if you're in that kind of area, I would 100% recommend going to check it out. And also, in general, where else I buy antiques and kind of pre-owned and vintage interior stuff from, I buy a lot of stuff on Instagram, and it is really brilliant for finding kind of dealers and finding antique shops and things like that if you search hashtags, etc. on Instagram. So that's not what this video is about. I'm going to show you my kind of recent purchases, but I just thought it would be a nice video to do as part of Secondhand September. Obviously antiques and vintage furniture are secondhand as well, and it's a great way to shop sustainably for your home, but also get unique, really cool antique stuff that you can't just buy from West Elm or whatever. So yeah, let's get into it and I'll show you what I bought. Okay, so the first thing is a ladder, and this might sound crazy, but it is this ladder. I'm going to take the towels off. We're using it for towel storage in our bathroom, and I just thought this was a really nice addition because whilst we don't have a bath very often, River has one every night. As you can probably tell, her toys are in the bath, looking super chic, and I really wanted something to store her towels on so that they were easily accessible but like nice and tidily put away, and I think this goes really nicely. So the colours in this room are very, very neutral, but we do have quite a bit of greens like in the curtains. We've obviously got the faux flower arrangement, and I'll show you in a minute the second piece that I got for this room, but I just think this really brings the space together nicely in terms of, if you ignore the toys down there, it just brings it all together, and I really like this kind of framing. The mirror is from HomeSense. We've actually had that for years and years, but yeah, this was the first purchase, and I love that you can see all the kind of aged detail on it and all the layers of paint and stuff, but the colouring wise it was just absolutely perfect for this room, so I was so happy to find that. I think it was about £70 as well, so actually quite expensive for what it is. Like, it's an old ladder, but it's literally like very decorative and nicely aged, and just was perfect for that, so I was really happy with that. And secondly, in the bathroom is this shelving unit, which you guys might have seen if you follow me on Instagram. Now this is a really similar kind of effect with the old paint and the layers of paint that have been presumably sanded off, so you can see the different layers and the greens, and it's been kind of like aged like that. And this is exactly what we wanted. I wanted something where we could store our products within reach, because we have really good storage in this room, but if it's in a cupboard you just don't tend to use it. And we also were putting a lot of our stuff on the windowsill here because we don't have like a proper unit above our sink. It's in front of the window, which is really impractical. We've actually just recently put in this shaving mirror here, which it's made Mike's life, seriously. But as you can see, like it looks nice, and you can look out the window when you are doing your stuff in the morning, but actually it's not practical in terms of storage. So we bought this unit. I think this was around £40 or something like that. And it, like I said before, with the green and the kind of aged bluey green colours, absolutely perfect in this room, and it fits a really nice amount of product as well. It's actually quite full at the moment because I have like a full shelf of different things for testing, and Mike has the top shelf because it's the only one I can't reach, and he has like 4 products. Everything else is mine. But yeah, so I've got a good selection of everything that I use kind of on a day-to-day basis on there, plus a bit more that I'm kind of trialing or testing. And yeah, that is the shelving. Absolutely love this, and it's just it was literally exactly what I was looking for and what I had in my head. So when I saw it, I was like, yes, perfect. So next up is this pot, and this is in a little bit of an awkward spot because I actually intended this for a different spot, but I brought it in, put it here, and I actually quite like it here. I'm still unsure about what to put in this. In the shop, they had it displayed with loads of like dried flowers and it looked amazing. I would love to have lavender in it, but lavender doesn't grow very well inside, so I'm thinking about maybe dried lavender. Any ideas, welcome. But I just really love the shape of it. I love the kind of angular handles, and again, the kind of level of like aging on it is really nice. Let's have a look inside. Hopefully there's nothing in there. A few dead flies probably. But yeah, this was probably one of the more like expensive purchases, but I think it's a really nice one because you could use it outside or inside, and again, like dress it in different ways with different things, but I just haven't had the time or the chance to discover what I want to put in here yet. But I would love to do lavender if I can. But yeah, any suggestions, let me know. Okay, so next up is this mirror, and when I say things aren't in their home, this mirror is not where or in the setting that I bought it for. So I actually got this at a really good price. It's an old window frame. Again, you can see like the layers of paint coming off that's had mirrors put in. And I got it for around £100, which I was really, really happy with. But it's in this room, which is probably the next project in the house. I'm gonna give you a bit of a sneak peek, but basically, this is a room you guys might recognize because I filmed in here a lot. There's some lights in the corner actually. But all of the furniture in this room, apart from these trunks, which I love, these vintage trunks, is not fantastic. It's not what I would have chosen. It was actually left in the house when we moved here, so we've kind of kept it and it's fine, it's functional. But I would really love to redo this room at some point and kind of add a little bit of interest in it, because it is very plain, like it's very, very neutral walls, all fine, nothing like majorly offensive. But yeah, so that's what we're dealing with in here, and these will definitely stay when we redo it. It also needs a new carpet. This carpet's very stained and old. But yeah, this is the mirror that I got, and I feel like this is gonna stay and watch this space for the rest of the project coming. Probably most likely going to be mainly on Instagram, but I know you guys like the kind of before and afters that I've done. I get a lot of requests to do more, but there's only so many projects you can do at one time. But I think this will be one of the next projects. So this mirror is going to be hopefully staying in here, and the rest of the room is going to be coming to meet its loveliness. So yeah, I love this little mirror, it's really cute. Next up are these little measuring jugs, which I'm not sure if they're gonna stay here, but for the moment they're on the cook shelf in my kitchen. I don't know whether I'm gonna put them on a different shelf or whether this will be their permanent home, I'm not really sure. But I just thought these were really nice, and these were a really good price. I think they were £25 or something for all of them. Brass, they need a bit of a polish, but yeah, I was really happy with those. I think they're like a nice detail, because in our kitchen we have a lot of little brass elements. So like the cupboard next to where those live, which is there, we have this antique scales. I actually get a lot of questions about this. This is an old purchase, probably about almost 2 years ago that I bought this from an antiques fair in Lincolnshire, at the Lincolnshire Showground, which we go to whenever we can. It's really, really good. But I love these, and I get lots of questions about them. They're like, I'm not actually sure how old they are, but you can tell by the condition of the marble that they were probably at one point used a lot. So yeah, and they're just like a little feature piece. Obviously we don't use them as scales because we have some digital ones that are a lot better, a lot more accurate. But yeah, it kind of fits in with that theme of like brass that we have in the kitchen as well. Okay, so next up is this cabinet, which again, a lot of you might have seen on Instagram because I showed oiling it when I got it, but I absolutely love this. This is not very old. I think it's probably 1910, 1920, something like that, it said when I bought it. and it was quite expensive, but I think it was like £200, which is a lot for what it is, but I just absolutely loved it, and it's perfect in this room. There's actually a bit of, we're renovating the windows in here at the moment, so there's no window in this room right now. So I can't really show you the whole room, but this is what it looks like here, and I just love it with the colour on the walls, which is Farrow Hague Blue. I think it's lovely, and I also bought these prints at the same time. And they were from the same unit. These were a lot more affordable though. And again, these aren't old and the frames aren't old. They're from the 80s, I think, the frames, but the prints are of 1920s. I just thought they were really lovely together with the dark wall. I thought it just looked really nice, and I love this cabinet. You know what is really unusual about this actually is that it has the glass panels inside as well. So I just really like that a lot. It's probably my favourite. And last but not least, and this is an awkward way to show you these because they haven't been hung yet and I haven't actually found a home for them yet, but are these antique brass porthole mirrors, which I think are so sweet. They obviously have like a little nautical vibe to them, and I actually bought them for a specific spot and they didn't go, so I am waiting. I think these are probably going to go up in that room that I just showed you where the other mirror is that we're kind of hoping to renovate at some point soon, because at the moment I'm not entirely sure where to put them. I feel like they would be at home in a bathroom, to be honest, but they're just really nice, and they're actually very heavy for their size, and I just really like the detail on them. I think they're quite sweet. And that is it for my home haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like vlog style haul. Obviously homewares, when it's bigger than just like a cushion, is kind of hard to show you without showing you in situ, and like you can't pick the stuff up and show it easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying my secondhand September content so far. It all kind of kicked off a little bit later than I had intended, because finding pre-loved and secondhand stuff actually takes a long time. I should have started in like July, and then I would have had the content ready for September, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.